if we have the function g of x is equal to 1 over x minus 2, where of course x cannot equal to 2, as in the domain, I want to know what is g inverse of 1/2. So the first thing we need to do to find g inverse of 1/2 is to find g inverse of x. So to find the inverse of this function, we need to follow 3 steps. The first step is to let y be equal to g of x. And so this is sort of a notational thing. You just want to replace your g of x with a y and put it in y notation. So we get y is equal to 1 over x minus 2. The second step is you want to interchange the x's and the y's. So in this case, where you see a y, you want to replace with an x, and where you see an x, you want to replace with a y. So let's do that. What we have is x is equal to 1 over y minus 2. So then the last step is to solve for y. So let's do that. So I'm going to rewrite the equation so we can start manipulating it. We get x is equal to 1 over y minus 2. What I'm going to do first is to multiply both sides of the equation by y minus 2. Right? So what we end up getting on the left is x times y minus 2, and on the right that the y minus 2's cancel out, so we're just left with 1. So now we want to solve for y, right? So what we want to do, since this x isn't really going to help us if we distribute it back in, I want to divide both sides by x. Right? We want to leave y by itself. So since y is multiplied by x, we want to divide both sides by x. So we're left with y minus 2 is equal to 1 over x. And then finally, to get y by itself, I want to add a 2 to both sides of the equation. So y is equal to 1 over x plus 2. So now we have the inverse. This is g negative 1 of x. This is g inverse of x, right? But we're not done, because let's look back to the problem. What did we want to find? We wanted to find g inverse of 1/2. So that's not so bad. G inverse of 1/2 is g inverse of x when x is equal to 1/2, right? So wherever we see an x, we want to replace it with 1/2. So we have 1 over 1/2 plus 2. This is basically the reciprocal of 1/2. So the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2 plus 2, and that's equal to 4. So writing our answer all nice and neat, got g inverse of 1/2 is equal to 4.